Hello everyone, we are back again with another stock review. Today we are going to talk about Bajaj Auto. So this company is an Indian multinational company founded in the year 1940. This multinational company manufactures two and three wheelers. Now this company is an automaker based out in Pune. As always, we'll look at all the aspects of this stock. So first we'll start with technicals, then jump on to the fundamentals of the stock. So as we do usually, we pull out a chart, a candlestick chart for the last 8 to 10 months. Here you can see the movement of the stock, the current price, which is 3809 as of today, time of recording. You can see the four moving averages. The red one is the 20-day moving average marked on the chart. The orange one is the 50-day moving average. Then the yellow one is the 100-day moving average. And finally, the green one, which is our baseline today, is the 200-day moving average. Now here you can see all these lines are pretty much on the same quadrant. That means the stock is currently not performing that good, you can say, but overall can be a good time to buy if all the other things, including the fundamentals, turn out to be right. So apart from these four moving averages, we also need to look at the relative strength index, as we always do, because not only daily moving average, but combined with relative strength index, it gives power to the stock. Now, as usual, upper bound, lower bound, relative strength index for the last 14 days, marked with the movement for the past same months. Good buying zone, let's say around 25 to 50, right? And if we are going to take a real world example, we need to check where we'll buy the stock. So if we look at, let's say, the month of March, just before the month of March, you'll find a node there from where the stock took off. And if we plot it against the actual graph, you will see it's, I think, on the 100-day moving average line, where you will see that at exactly that point, the stock took off and reached new highs. So that's a good time to buy. Technicals alone are not enough because currently, due to the semiconductor shortage, all auto stocks are affected. So let's look at the revenue, and history never lies. So this is a revenue chart for last 5 years for Bajaj Auto. If we see last 2 years, stock is not doing that good. I think it's because of COVID. But all in all, if you see or compare 2017 onwards, it's a growing trend. Since we looked at revenue, we need to look at the net profit. Now, this net profit is obviously after tax. So, if you see the profit in year 2017, it was 3824. In the year 2021, it's 4550. So, again, if you see profit rose in 2020, but again shrunk in 2021. This is due to COVID, but overall quite stable, I would say. Now, since we are looking at the net profit, we also need to look at return on equity. Return on equity is calculated by net profit divided by the shareholders' equity. Now, shareholders' equity is basically your total assets minus total liabilities. Here, if you see the ROE for the last 5 years, it has been kind of constant. In 2021, it dropped a little. Again, we can say that it dropped due to COVID. It can drop due to semiconductor shortage. But overall, if you see, average is 20. Any company which has an ROE above 15 is considered to be great because India's GDP grows at a rate of 7 to 10%. So anything above 15 is great. So 20 is definitely great. Now, talking of earning per share for the last 5 years, you can see a steady growth. 2017 onwards, 2017 it was 141, it rose to 167, which is good. The fundamentals look strong and stable. Now let's look at the shareholding pattern for Bajaj Auto. Left side you can see a pie diagram. Blue color indicates promoter holding, which is 53%. The foreign investors are around 11%, domestic are 12, and public holds a significant 21%. But main point for us is basically promoters. Anything above 50 is good for us because the promoters actually believe in the company. On the right side, if you see pledges as a percentage of promoter shares, which is nil, that means there is no debt in the company. Promoters have not pledged their shares, which is again a good sign. It's basically zero point zero 0.01, which is negligible. Let's look at the competition chart for Bajaj Auto. Now, this is a peer comparison chart which I have pulled up. You can see Bajaj Auto being a two and three wheeler manufacturer. Its best competition is Hero Honda and TVS Motors. But looking at the market cap highlighted in yellow, it's one of the largest manufacturers with 1,10,243 crore market cap. Next in line is Hero with 56,000, which is half of it. ROE again 17.80. But remember, this is only 2021 ROE. We saw earlier that the average was 20, which is good. Debt, there is no debt to equity, whereas TVS has a huge debt and Hero also has a little bit. Bajaj Auto did great in terms of peer comparison. Finally, in conclusion, I would say let's look at the overview. In overview, I would like to look at three things. First thing, 52-week high. The 52-week high here is 4,361. It's way above the current price, so there is potential for growth. Secondly, price to book value is the second point, which is 4.04, which is also great. And the sector PE is 24, but Bajaj Auto PE is 19, which is also great. So overall, I would say it's a pass. You can buy it now at its current price and then buy it on dips because current price was at 200-day moving average as we saw in the chart, and the RSI was about 50, which is also good. So if it drops a little bit due to current conditions, you can buy it again at 3,700, average it out and keep it for a long term. All in all, I would say you need to keep a watch for Bajaj Auto as well as Hero Moto because both of them are trying to get into the EV segment, and Bajaj Auto being the market leader, definitely it's a must have in your portfolio. With that said, I thank you all for watching. Until next time, cheers.